Okay, I love big ships and I really love the idea of driving big ships, but I'm not allowed to drive big ships. But behind me you can see a medium-sized ship, and aboard that is Steve, who is a ship's captain, and hopefully Ollie and I are going to learn how to be ship drivers. Hi there!
Hello!
Hello! Hi Steve!
How are you?
Harry.
Harry, nice to meet you. Ollie, nice to meet you. Right, come on board and let's get settled in.
Thank you very much. Wow.
I'm Captain Stephen Payne. I'm currently a Master Mariner. Over the next few days we're taking a crash course with Ollie and Harry, and we're going to get them their day skipper's ticket. We're not quite sure how it's going to work out. I'm sure there'll be plenty of arguments along the way, but we'll get there eventually. Before we set sail, we'll do a tutorial on navigation and the importance of chart work on board. So it's very hands-on training, this particular exercise. Not too many people run it like this, but it's really, you know, you throw people in at the deep end and you work away. You'll have to liaise with lock keepers, keep the logs up to date, keep the ship nice and clean, all the accommodation areas free from obstructions for safety. Operate the radio, operate the radar, operate the navigation systems. Keep an eye on the engine room as well at the same time, make the captain a nice cup of tea every now and again.
Ollie and I will be attempting to become captains. I think manoeuvres are going to be my strong point, charts possibly not so.
Good morning ladies and gentlemen, you're very welcome on board Spencer for this our trip from Gunthorpe to North Fabric in East Essex. My name is Captain Stephen Payne and I'll be your captain for the entire journey. We have two trainees on board today, Oli Chance and Harry Dwyer. I'd like to welcome them on board, and now we hope you're nicely settled in your cabin.
Okay, I'm Ollie, and Harry and I have embarked on a couple of learning endeavours before, so he'll be going ahead and doing things without really understanding what's going on, and I'll be hanging back and panicking.
So what are the basic controls?
Our basic controls, so of course we have our rudder control here with the wheel, our helm. Normally on a larger vessel you'll have a rudder indicator, so it'll have port 40 degrees, starboard 40 degrees or 60 degrees, depends on what the rudder is set to.
Because otherwise you don't actually know where that's pointing,
no.
I guess. Yeah.
And on a vessel this size it's not too much of an issue, but anything bigger than this you would definitely need to know. That's the throttle here, so, and that's our gearing gauge, so forward and astern. Nice and easy.
Right, so that's like revving it forward and back.
Yeah, that's our accelerator and that's our gearbox.
So that doesn't do anything to where you go.
No.
That's okay. So that's like putting the clutch down and putting it in first.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so it's kind of like an automatic.
Very much
accelerator,
so, yeah.
And that's like drive, neutral, reverse. Steve, describe Spencer. What kind of boat is she? How long is she?
She's a caravel-shaped hull. A former pilot boat built in my hometown in 1957 to 59. From what I can see, she's very, very well built. Large planks on oak, a heavy ship. She's quite a seaworthy ship. Of course, she was built for bad weather. She was built for all weather, really.
Sorry. Try not to get in Steve's way.
Just tip her up a bit there now.
So why has this radio got a phone? Is that
just an old style, but also at the same time, if you have lots of people up here yapping and you need to hear them perfect, you can hold it up to your ear.
So what happens when you lift it?
There's a little nothing, and then you just hold that in.
Okay,
and
so I push
speak.
that button and say hello. I won't do it because I get told off by the harbour master. It's quite a light phone. It's kind of like the old days. It's quite nice.
They're nice. I enjoy using them. I don't necessarily like using them.
And then this is the classic.
If we change to 15 now, right? Spencer Alpha over.
This is Spencer. Come in. Go ahead over.
This rope is uncoiled, it needs coiling. I'm going to coil it.
This is like classic CB radio stuff. We used to be into our CBs in the old days, we had one in the car. Did you have a CB? Did you have a handle?
I did, yeah.
What was your handle?
Mad Dog was mine.
Mad Dog. Mine was Egghead.
Egghead.
Yeah.
I was really doing this fine earlier on, so you lot started filming me doing it. Oh no, there we go. That's happening.
And this is the life jacket here, Steve.
That's my life jacket and my IVs.
There's only your life jacket here, Steve.
Is there? Oh, that's terrible. Well, I look after myself, I'm afraid.
This is nice. What do you use these for?
Well, if I have to go in the engine room.
Oh, okay.
I'm a qualified diesel technician.
Can't hear what you're saying, Steve.
You can't? Oh. Hey, get away from that!
What's he doing?
He's trying to eat the picture. You learn your own way. Everyone learns their own way. So when we're lining up, you're going to stand just on this square.
Yeah.
And you're going to line the bottom of the Kent with the bull nose.
Got it.
And
Oh, okay, yeah, and that's my
Yeah.
straight. Right, yeah. Here we go. So I come round to the starboard.
Well, you have to watch this.
Okay, we're a bit worried about that.
I mean, your perception is above, but you need to realise your real-time situation
Where we
here.
actually are, yeah.
Exactly.
Hang on. The front is dipping hard.
Oh yeah.
The front is dipping very hard.
That's all right. We're just bottoming out.
In the bottom. We
Yeah.
must be.
All right.
We're just catching the bottom, we
Yeah,
think.
I'd steer left, Harry.
Left.
Yeah.
Nice and easy. We're all right.
Sorry, Steve. You do it.
To the left of where we are.
We'll be all right. She's not touching completely.
It is interesting that sensation when we're touching the bottom, though.
Yeah, you see, you could just see the front go down.
Yeah.
And that was.
It's just dragging as we.
It does show you exactly. Yeah. You have to
Yeah.
really be perceptive about everything.
What's our best bet if that happens?
We'll
Slow
just keep-
down.
We just keep going.
And then keep going.
No, we won't panic. Don't panic in any way. I've been teaching people 5 years in a professional capacity. I've circumnavigated the globe 4 or 5 times now at this stage, yeah. Of course, navigating the Trent is going to be our hardest part because we have possibly a foot, maybe 2 foot under us at points along the river, which we have just experienced. We have just left Gunthorpe. It is 11:15 when we got through Gunthorpe Lock, heading down to the Trent. We want to stop off tonight and then into Hull and on out to sea. And then from the Hull Reach Buoy, we have 281 nautical miles until we hit North Fambridge.
Teaser!
Look at this.
I had to give you honey instead of sugar, not because I'm a
Full fat milk too.
Steve will probably like me more first, but as he gets to know me and Ollie, he'll probably like Ollie more.
Why would that be?
Because Ollie is mean to people and that makes them like him.
Okay, so we have the Kent screen. And on it goes. And it deflects rain and seawater because it's rotating. If there is spray or anything or rain, it's rotating that fast that it just kind of blows it off. It's very hard for the compass to go wrong.
Yeah.
It's very easy for electronics to go wrong. We're currently traveling at 316 degrees. It's floating on a bed of mercury in there, so it moves. It stays stable no matter where we go. Wow. We have our 2 radios. Sailor, which is quite an old radio, but they're fantastic. Really powerful. Really good radios. GPS system is, it's quite handy to use. It's our eyes and ears really, I suppose, apart from the compass and the sextant and our charts, but it will give us the coordinates up there and then we relay them onto our map down below, so we know exactly where we are at all times.
How does it feel to be gripping the helm, Ollie?
It's nice. There's a lot of give in it.
Yeah, you need to, she wanders a bit.
You want to be going a bit more that way on the outside of the bend.
Aye, captain.
I know this stuff, Ollie.
You're captain. Steve's captain. Got that?
Is that what, Steve? What do we call you, skipper?
No, I'm not a skipper.
What? You're too good for? You're too big. Skipper's
I snapped my skipping rope about 15 years ago. I'm afraid. Sorry.
So you're captain.
I am Steve. I don't like being called anything else other than Steve.
Oh.
It's not like a car where you can go a bit and then turn an instant reaction point. So just keep a little bit to the starboard side now. Maybe one. That's enough. It's way enough. See, she's starting to bring herself around now.
And do I want to keep a bit out from this?
Yes.
See the front going
Nice
down, Harry?
and no, we're fine. Nice and easy. Of course, we have Kingston upon Hull here, which is where we're going to leave from. On the way down, Great Yarmouth, lowest off in here.
And how far out do you think we'll go?
We go maybe about 2 miles, 3 miles out.
Sorry, can I get a bit of guidance?
Oh,
through
yeah,
this
yeah.
corner? It's quite tight.
Hello. Exciting.
I think it's important to know when to hand over to the professionals.
Town lock, this is Spencer.
Found a green for go.
Oh, we're open. before the red post?
Before the red post, just before the red post, there should be a white marker with 50 written on it. This is not an...
Well, that must be it. Oh no, hold on.
It's the red post that you can see on there.
That's the
By
first
the time
one.
we hit the first red post, we want to be on the other side of the river.
So now I'm
Just
transversing
drift
to the other
across.
side.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just getting slightly nerve-wracking, Ollie.
Yes. I'd slow down for this corner and just take it easy. You want to take the outside
No way,
of this
I'm
corner.
never slowing down.
It's quite a sharp corner. So you want to take the outside of it and slow.
Steve's doing a wonderful job out there on the ropes. We're the captains in the wheelhouse. He's coiling up the rope.
You would definitely describe this boat as idiosyncratic, I think. It's the only way to describe her. You have to watch her. You would think she handles quite well, but she's she has a couple of tricks up her sleeve, definitely.
This is Northstone corner, Harry.
My God.
I think you've underestimated how sharp the corner is, so you want to be...
Well, we're turning now, it's fine.
Yeah, but you're going to need to turn in pretty sharp when we
It's
get
alright,
there.
just turning.
Just watch the stern.
Yeah.
We tend to go like that. Nice, that was good.
Yes! The captain's pleased.
The next bit is a set of corners called goose gaps. No way! This
What?
is goose gaps. What do you see?
I see geese
Holy
on the water.
moly. They don't call it goose gaps for nothing.
They're not geese, they're swans, Ollie.
Oh! Stay to the port side.
Port side, captain.
Port wine is red.
Okay, we've got plenty of drafts-ish. So I'm coming round to the right now.
And we're coming here,
Yeah.
on the very left-hand side, and then you're going to very naturally, that's actually quite a natural line there.
This is the difficult bridge. So we have to go under this really low arch, which no one's really sure whether we can actually fit underneath. All right, Steve, let us know if you need us to push or panic.
We need to be quiet here now, folks. Let's see if there's some more concept.
Lovely. Yeah, that's kind of terrifying. I think this boat was too big to go under the archway there, but somehow Steve managed to just get it through. But I can see why me and Ollie haven't got our licenses yet. There's no way we would have ever got through there. So I think we're going to be stopping soon, and I guess we're going to go to sleep. But a little bit nervous because I'm sharing a bunk room with Ollie, and he snores badly. You know, he's a lovely, lovely man, but no one likes a snorer. Night, Steve.
Night, Steve.
Good night, folks. Don't forget, we have a bell call at 5 a.m. 5 a.m., that is 5 a.m. 0500.
Aye, aye, Captain.
I enjoyed many aspects of the trip.
But I was impressed by your driving skills, and I think maybe you've got a flair for the navigation.
Hang on, you're not the teacher here, Steve's the teacher.
I know.
They've done extremely well, handling the boat, keeping an eye on the depth. Bring on day 2. Go left!
So stop it dripping now.
Is that our next red void?
Stern, yeah.
I think maybe we just ran aground.
How the fuck have we
Kind of
run
like
around?
a roller coaster.